Hey everyone, TruthSurge here. Just a couple of things and a thought about, to me, one of the biggest problems that I see with Christianity as far as its truthfulness or, lack thereof. One thing I just saw, I went over 1,500 subscribers. Not that I'm trying to gain subscribers, but anyway, thank you very much to everyone who has clicked the subscribe button. Hopefully I'll make some good videos in the future. It is technically Sunday, so I am now 47 years old. 30 minutes ago I was 46. So happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. Thanks, TruthSurge. No problem, TruthSurge. Now, this idea I've got that's not new or original, but I keep thinking about it, thinking, how obvious is this? I mean, how can Christianity be true if there was a point in history before which it did not exist? Just like all the other religions, they came and went. Well, it hasn't gone yet, but to me it just is pretty obvious. If there's a beginning to the religion, that means it was created by either God or man, and it kind of makes you wonder, let's just assume, oh well, God decided to send Jesus to the earth at that point in history. That means that all the people before that didn't have the opportunity to hear about Him or know about Him. And that brings up the problem for Christianity. So there's two ways you could go if you're a Christian. Well, Jesus is the way, but for people before Jesus, they just had to believe in God, and that was good enough. What? But that doesn't work, does it? Because, Jesus said He's the way, and no man comes to the Father except through Him. Well, obviously, He's calling Abraham a liar then, or He's calling Paul a liar, because Paul said that Abraham believed God, and God accounted it to him as righteousness. God considered Abraham righteous because of his belief, his trust. So, which way is it? If you say that you can make it to heaven without Jesus, as Abraham did according to Paul, why did God spoil a good thing? Everything was going well. Just believe in God, make it to heaven. So you got a problem. Either Jesus is the way and only way, like He said, or He's not, like Paul said. You can't have it both ways. But think about it. Christianity didn't exist in 100 BC. Just think about that. If you just pause and think about that, you'll kind of go, wow. So, if it was so great, why didn't God just tell everybody from day one? But another thing along the lines of evolution and cause-effect. See, Christianity was an answer to the big problems in Judaism. See, in Judaism, when a Jew died, they didn't go to be with God in heaven. They went to the grave, Sheol. So there's a huge problem. Not only didn't they go to be with God, but they died and that was it. There was no living forever. Death was a problem. It was something that was undesirable. And not only the death, but not being able to, go to heaven after you're dead. And the other problem with Judaism was the animal sacrifices that you had to do all the time. break a law of God. Oh, God. Let's go slice a goat's throat open and pour the blood all over everything. Nice. And it just went on and on and on and on. So, how are we going to solve this? How are we going to get rid of the law so that we don't have to follow it, and so we don't have to do the animal sacrifices anymore? And how are we going to solve the problem of death and go to heaven afterward to be with God? All in one fell swoop. Jesus, the Messiah, He'll come to kill Himself as a sacrifice, and His death will cover our sins. And not only that, but since He was raised from the dead, we'll get raised from the dead too, and we'll go to be with Him and God in heaven. And so Christianity was just a religion waiting to happen. It solved those problems that Judaism had. And so, what does Paul and the other guys do? They search the Old Testament to see if they can find out more about this Messiah that God has promised them. And sure enough, they find out more. They find Psalms 22 and Isaiah 53 and all sorts of little prophecies and passages. And pretty soon, they're actually seeing Jesus in the Old Testament. And now they're going around preaching to the Jews, Jesus crucified, we can all go to heaven and we'll live forever. We don't have to worry about the law, even though we want to do good, but we don't have to worry so much about it because Jesus covered all our sins. We don't have to do animal sacrifices anymore. But, not many Jews believed it for different reasons. And the ones in power certainly didn't believe it because they wanted to keep their control. So, just thinking about the fact that at one point in time Christianity didn't exist. To me, that's the surest sign that it's a man-made concoction, just like Islam, just like all the other religions. Is Jesus the only way to heaven? Or did everybody before Jesus that believed in God make it to heaven? Paul seemed to think Abraham did. What's a Christian to do? Anyway, I'm going to finish drinking this milk. And probably go wank. No. I'll probably go make some more abstract videos. Who knows? It may become a YouTube hit. Wow. It may become a hit for people like your brain on religion who like to sit around and wank and smoke weed all day and and I might be able to put it on a DVD and sell him a lot of them. So that's a source of income right there. All right, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Fuck you, man!